My name is Styx, Master of Shadows. To infinity and beyond. Remember, I'm not your slave. You're supposed to help me find that shapeshifter.
I've got some information. Listrill will do a closed-door demonstration to the most important diplomats.
A private presentation for the elite? Yeah, you can bet our elf is gonna be there.
If you want to catch him, you must help me get into the sanctuary.
What stops me from dumping you here? What do you got that I need?
I have the list of those taking part in the presentation. I wager that he'll attend the summit by impersonating a human.
Wow, you have been busy.
Problem is that there are 4 human diplomats. The 2 main kingdoms each have sent an ambassador with his bodyguard.
When I find out whose identity the shapeshifter has taken, you'll be the first to know.
And I can then flush him in your direction.
All right, sounds good. I even think I have an idea of how we can slip you in quietly. Well, you're built like a troll. So if I find you the uniform of an elf guard, nobody'll notice you.
I'll give you a hand with your shapeshifter once I'm in Koringa.
And just how are you gonna do that?
Each thing in its own time. Once there, I'll see what I can find out about him. One more thing. I learned that Olaf, who used to be with Carnage, has been hired by a diplomat. That dog will no doubt remain at the door of the sanctuary and wait until his master returns.
So, what's that got to do with me?
I do not like traitors. Get rid of him, and you can count on some more amber.
You're starting to run up a pretty big tab here, lady. But I'll think about it.
Keep low.
I'm already low.
I can never tell if you're sitting or standing up.
You are fucking hilarious. I'm wondering how you're gonna squeeze into one of these outfits. These elves are pretty skinny.
Stand up.
This is as up as I get.
Do you like this one?
I'd be surprised if my dagger could penetrate the armor. We'll avoid them. But don't worry. I think I know where I can find something that'll fit you. Stylish dark elf outfit with a badge to get you into the sanctuary. It's like looking for an assassin in a haystack. Should be quite easy. Even better, I already got a good idea where to look.
The ambassadors don't seem bothered, but I don't like the look of those dark elves. They watch us all the time and talk to us like we weren't worth much more than those goblin vermin. Stick around here and make sure that nobody gets too close.
Very well, Sir Olaf.
Olaf? That's the deserter Haledrin was talking about. Either I take care of him with a nice, clean cut to the jugular, or I could just steal his pass. That way, the Dark Elves will grab him, and it's bedtime for Bonzo. Either way, his day at the party is over.
Looks like
forever.
These lunatic dark elves are addicted to amber. If only I'd stashed some back when it was freely available. I'd make a fortune here in no time.
Without this pass, that idiot will never get through the doors of the sanctuary. And given the mood of the local population, stop him and give him a nice welcome ceremony. then gut him and piss on his innards. One more job to add to Heledrin's tally. She's starting to run up a pretty big tab here. Steam baths. Never taken myself. Now, unless elves bathe with their clothes on, I should be able to steal a uniform without too much fuss. I remember the last time I took a bath. It was in an amber lake. And let's just say it didn't work out too well. Since then, I avoid them. The armor of an elite guard. Perfect. The big cow should be able to slip it on without a problem. I'm sure she's gonna love this.
The presence of these disgusting strangers is becoming hard to bear.
And yet the summit is supposed to bring together the most important and worthy representatives of each race.
The orcs are lumps of disgusting muscles. The humans are self-obsessed parasites, and the dwarfs are...
do not deserve our respect. The Castasiel are calling upon their inner reserves of calm, so they can resist killing these mongrels.
Leoge, how we regret not being able to hang and bleed them ourselves and watch their foul blood flow.
If Lysril wishes this gathering, then it must also be our wish as well. Is everything under control?
Yes, my lady. The few strangers found without a pass just outside the city have been arrested. Most of these lurkers will be slaughtered by tonight. Attendance at the summit is strictly invitation only.
Perfect. Keep the eyes of Lysril open. The closed-door presentation will soon begin. No one of impure blood must soil the proceedings.
That looks like an altar. Maybe I'll find something or someone interesting in here. Heledrin said that the priestesses have special embassy badges that allow them access to the sanctuary. Well, what do you know? Here's an embassy priestess complete with a beautiful badge allowing access to the diplomatic summit. I really gotta talk to the writer. Some of these coincidences are getting a little too good to be true.
Return to your positions. The summit approaches, and only authorized Castasiel may guard the sanctuary.
Very well, priestess. The guards who are wearing the authorization badge will be informed that you will already be there. The presence of these human parasites within our walls does little to reassure me.
There we go. This badge will give High Mountain Heledrin a front row seat at the diplomatic summit. Meanwhile, the coast will be clear for me to go look for that shape-shifting scumbag Jarak.
It was just a shadow. Surprising. This armor is too worn out. The image of the Castasiel must not be tarnished in the eyes of strangers. They keep the uniforms upstairs. There's probably
Nothing.
some armor.
Come to us.
diplomatic summit is putting our people on edge. A few slit throats would calm us nicely.
No one is happy to see impure mongrel blood within the walls of our sanctuary. But it is the will of our High Priestess, Lysrel. She's the one who sees and permits us to know truth.
How did you manage to get in here?
That's not your concern. Slide the outfit and the pass under the gate.
You'll get the badge when I get into the sanctuary, not before.
You're not as weak as the goblins I've killed in the past. Meet me up above. I'll open a window.
Surprising.
Amber Skin is in here somewhere.
It was just nothing.
If I go through this place carefully enough, I'm bound to track down a uniform for that big gal. Feels like I'm out clothes shopping for Haledrin, and I fucking hate shopping.
This armor is too worn out. The image of the Castasiel must not be tarnished in the eyes of strangers. They keep the uniforms upstairs. There's probably some armor.
A ranger's uniform. She'll have to suck her tummy in and pull tight on the buttons, but yeah, it'll do. I'm sure she's gonna love this.
Curious.
Yeah.
Quickly, the summit is starting.
I don't give a rat's ass about the summit, but finding Jarak.
Jarak? He's called Jarak?
No balls Jarak, yeah. There are rumors. Apparently he was banished by Lysrel and he's back for revenge.
If he stole the scepter, it must be so he could get into the summit.
Under which skin? I'll go find who Jarak has taken the form of, and when I find him, you'll help me to corner him.
After the summit.
During.
During? But that would be suicide.
Oh, there are things way more suicidal than that. Owing me something, for example.
Quickly, the summit is starting.
I don't give a rat's ass about the summit, but finding Jarak.
Jarak? He's called Jarak?
No balls Jarak, yeah. There are rumors. Apparently he was banished by Lisril and he's back for revenge.
If he stole the scepter, it must be so he could get into the summit.
Under which skin? I'll go find who Jarak has taken the form on, and when I find him, you'll help me to corner him.
After the summit?
During.
During? But that would be suicide.
Oh, there are things way more suicidal than that. Owing me something, for example. The elves around about me have spotted something unusual. Let's bend an ear and see if we can learn something.
My patience has its limits. Your hospitality is lousy. No grog, no grub. This room is gloomy. Your high priestess does not treat her guests well.
It is forbidden to blaspheme our high priestess, dwarf. It is an exceptional honor to enter this sanctuary.
Fruit, seeds, water, and cockrobies? Somewhat paltry for prestigious guests.
You are ungrateful races. You should languish in our jails, where your bones would be crushed as punishment for each foul breath you exhale.
Please excuse us. There's no need to be offended. After all, a frugal meal also has its charms.
Try to imagine how you will feel when your tongue has been seared with a hot poker.
Your threats are vain, elves. Nothing scares a dwarf. Even with his arm splayed and a blade between his balls.
I apologized.
Styx, did you find anything? I need to know whose identity your shapeshifter has stolen. Otherwise, I can't do anything. Come back when you have the information.
These elves are as tight-assed as a virgin in a barracks dorm. But if they've seen something, they'll be talking about it. My best chance for now is to eavesdrop on their conversations.
One of the Catfish clan received a message. He was bragging about a secret exchange.
These humans ooze vanity. Were you able to read the message?
It was impossible. The human took it into the quarters that are reserved for them. Lisril was clear on this. We must not risk a diplomatic incident.
A message about a secret exchange inside the walls of Psycho City? It stinks of one of the shapeshifter's dirty tricks. I'm gonna take a look in the Catfish clan's quarters. I can't wait to read that message. The message those elves were talking about must be around here somewhere, in the quarters reserved for humans. Now that's interesting. And very smart. The shapeshifter set up a meeting with this guy by saying he had some amber to sell. And this human fool's greed cost him his life. It's a popular technique used by assassins who want to get their target alone. It's time to check out the two lovebirds' meeting place. According to the message, the rendezvous was in the gardens. You and the night and the moonlight.
Apparently, a human diplomat is missing. Lisril is shaking with anger. Do you feel her wrath?
Yes, we all feel it. It's a disgrace to let a diplomat disappear. We shall find him.
Or we will be sacrificed for our failure.
What the?
Okay. Member of the Skolaris clan disappeared for several hours. His companions accused us of killing him on the quiet. The impertinence.
Leosh, these prying humans prance about as if they were in conquered territory. Their eyes are upon everything. Have we found trace of him?
Well, he popped up out of nowhere. Said he'd been admiring the architecture of the embassy.
A lie. If the humans of the Skolaris clan continue to spy on us, they will return home with their eyes gouged out.
Well. So one of the Skolaris clan drops off the Dark Elves' maps, then magically reappears after some sightseeing. Jarak may have tricked these dumb elves, but it takes more than that to fool me. Let's see what I can find out around here. The date didn't go too well, it seems. This stupid human paid for the knowledge with his life. At least now I know whose face Jarak has stolen. It's time to put Haledrin to work.
Disappeared for almost a whole day.
How is it possible? Nobody escapes the eyes of Lisrol.
He was found near the embassy. He said he was trying meditation in order to understand our people.
Disgraceful! He should be fed to our robies for daring to sully our practices.
These humans of the Catfish clan are arrogant and unclean.
One of the Catfish clan disappears for a whole day and then reappears as if nothing has happened. These Dark Elves are so cocky they'll swallow any old crap that's served up to them. But it takes more than that to fool me. This stinks of Jarak. Let's see what more I can find out around here.
You have all received a scepter, but its true power lies inside this quartz.
never afraid of a little goblin.
Barrowman?
The ultimate weapon against the green flame is now a reality! We give you the quartz. You give us the goblins that you capture with it. And we give you gold in return.
Stay seated for the moment. One day you will bend a knee to humans.
Now it's your turn, Haledrin.
Sir, you are asked for outside.
I'm busy.
It's important, Jarak.
That shape-shifting bastard got totally fucked over by his cousins. I'm loving it. By following these traces of blood, I should be able to track him. I'll get him to spit out everything he knows about the source of this fucking quartz. And then he will discover what happens to those who cross Styx.
There was something hiding here.
There was something hiding here.
Why, what magic? That accursed Jarak could not have disappeared into thin air. The traces of his contemptible blood lead us here.
He cannot have come this way, Castasil. This door is double locked.
We must have missed something. Let us recheck the trail of his rancid blood.
These Dark Elves are as stupid as Rakash if they think that a locked door can stop Jarak. These Dark Elves are as stupid as Rakash if they think that a locked door can stop Jarak.
Well, well. I didn't think you'd follow me this far.
See? I got a few tricks too. Now where's the quartz?
You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into.
Now you just tell me where the quartz is, or my knife gets into you.
Fine. In the mines, in the subterranean levels of the
Find
city.
the outcast. Jarak came this way.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.